The military of the United States is continuously working toward the goal of developing the most efficient weaponry possible. Because it has such a large arsenal at its disposal, it is impossible to establish which 5 weapons in the United States military are the deadliest. There is a wide range of prices and levels of complexity for these weapons. This list is prepared based on the experiences of the troops that are currently deployed in the field and highlights some of the most powerful weapons that are available to the United States military. Let's start, but first make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon for latest updates. Number 5. M2 Heavy Machine Gun. The M2 Heavy Machine Gun, which was developed by the well-known armaments producer John Browning and presented to the United States military for the first time in 1933, has since become an indispensable part of the U.S. Army's collection of weapons. The M2 has a long and illustrious history of use in a large number of battles, during which it has demonstrated that it is an extremely effective weapon in a variety of settings. The M2 HB is the normal infantry variant, and it may be installed on armored vehicles, tanks, and helicopters in addition to being used by infantry. In spite of the fact that it has been around for more than 80 years, the M2 Heavy Machine Gun is still in active service and continues to give unrivaled performance on the battlefield. The M2 uses the 50 caliber 12.7mm cartridge, which has high penetrating and stopping power. This is because of the cartridge's diameter. When used against ground targets, it has an effective range of up to 1.8 miles, 2.8 kilometers, while it can engage airborne targets at distances of over 4 miles, 6.8 kilometers. The M2 comes in a number of different flavors and can be customized to fulfill a variety of functions. These include the M2 HB Heavy Barrel, which is designed for use in ground-based applications, the M2 A1, which has several updated features, and the M2 E2, which is designed for use in helicopters that have a lower weight. Number 4. TOW Anti-Tank Guided Missile. When it comes to anti-tank missiles, the military of the United States is not too far behind. The TOW Anti-Tank Guided Missile continues to be a formidable weapon, despite the fact that it has been in service for close to 45 years. It has demonstrated that it is successful in warfare. Over the course of their history, TOW missiles have been responsible for the destruction of a large number of tanks, the majority of which were manufactured in Russia. The TOW is a heavy anti-armor weapon system that is used by a variety of different groups. It is capable of penetrating even the most well-protected tanks. The TOW missiles are installed on a variety of different vehicles used by the United States Army. These vehicles include the HMMV, the M2, and the M3 Bradleys, which are all armored personnel carriers, and the M1134, which is a specialist anti-tank missile carrier based on the Stryker platform. New iterations of the TOW missile system are always being developed as the technology behind it advances. Top attack TOW missiles are intended to explode above the more vulnerable top armor of tanks. There is also a bunker-busting variation of these missiles that may be employed against structures and other types of defenses. Number 3. M109A6 Paladin. The M109A6 Paladin is a formidable artillery system and the newest iteration of the M109 self-propelled howitzer, which was initially fielded by the United States Army in the early 1960s. It was named after the Paladins who fought in World War I. This formidable weapon has been used in a variety of wars, including the Vietnam War, the Gulf War, and the more recent wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. The rocket-assisted projectile of the M109A6 Paladin's 155mm gun has the range to hit targets up to 30 kilometers distant. The Paladin is equipped with this gun. In addition, the artillery system is capable of firing GPS or laser-guided Excalibur rounds, allowing for even higher levels of accuracy. Even though it might not be the most noticeable piece of equipment on the battlefield, the M109A6 Paladin is one of the most destructive weapons in existence and has the potential to cause extensive harm. Because of its demonstrated usefulness, the United States Army has already placed an order for the most recent version of the Paladin, the M109A7. The first deliveries of this highly effective artillery system started in 2015, and full-rate manufacturing began in 2017. This ensures that it will continue to be a staple in the arsenal of the United States military for many years to come. Number 2. M1A2 SEP Tank. Following in the footsteps of the illustrious M1A2 Abrams, which is widely regarded as one of the world's finest main battle tanks and a linchpin of the armored forces of the United States, comes the M1A2 SEP, which will serve as its successor. The M1 Abrams has been in service since the 1980s and made its debut during Operation Desert Storm, during which it destroyed the Iraqi armor that had been manufactured in the Soviet Union. Since that time, the M1 Abrams has seen service in both Afghanistan and Iraq, where it has demonstrated its efficacy in combat by virtue of its durability and tenacity. The M1A2 SEP is the most recent addition of this legendary tank, and it comes equipped with a number of enhancements and modifications to both its armor and its technology. The M1A2 SDP is a powerful adversary in the battlefield thanks to its superior systems and armor made of depleted uranium. The M1A2 SEP weighs in at over 60 tons, yet it is quick and maneuverable because to its complicated gas turbine engine, which allows it to reach a top speed of about 70 kilometers per hour. The primary weapon of the tank is a powerful 120mm gun, which has the capability of penetrating the armor of other tanks, such as the Russian T-90 and the Chinese Type 99, making the M1A2 SEP a deadly adversary in modern warfare. Number 1. Boeing A-64 Apache. The A-64 Apache helicopter is the most advanced piece of equipment currently in the arsenal of the United States military. Despite the fact that air power has been a deciding role in the most recent conflicts in which the United States military has been involved, the fact that a helicopter is the most effective weapon used by land forces may appear to be an ironic contradiction. The A-64 Apache and its many iterations are well positioned to continue their reign as the most effective fighting force on the battlefield for many years to come. This fearsome helicopter is armed with a variety of weaponry, some of which include a Hellfire cannon, superior sensors, and 30mm gun. It is capable of striking enemy targets from a safe distance before ground troops are engaged thanks to its combination of firepower, speed, and range, making it a dangerous adversary. Its usefulness was shown in Operation Desert Storm as well as in more recent conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq. Tanks and other armored vehicles are no match for the speed and power of the Apache chopper, which can also swiftly locate and eliminate rebels. The Apache is a highly appreciated aircraft due to its adaptability and independence, which were both designed with the purpose of providing air support for ground troops. The level of protection it provides, as well as the destructive capability it offers to the battlefield, is valued by the ground soldiers. The A-64 Apache helicopter continues to be the most effective weapon in the stockpile of the United States Armed Forces, thanks to its extensive arsenal and well-earned reputation for reliability. This is for today's video. If you enjoyed watching this video, then subscribe to our channel for more amazing content like this.